Hello with Prettify Life, and I am going to show you how I'm making these cheer bows for my daughter's softball team. Now this original tutorial is not mine. I found a great tutorial on YouTube by Hairbow Supplies Etc called How to Make a Cheer Bow. So the credit goes to them for showing me how to do this, but my followers wanted me to show it, so I'm going to show you how to do it. But again, the original tutorial is credits go to Hairbow Supplies Etc. But I did a little something here that I'll also show you that wasn't on the tutorial. So let's get started. Now their tutorial called for 29 inches of ribbon. Now that makes a shorter bow, which is also very cute. But I wanted to have the streamers so that I could put some heat transfer glitter vinyl down here and to decorate it. So I went with a full yard of ribbon here, okay? So this is the difference. This little bow, which is really cute too, versus a longer bow that you can decorate the streamers on. 29 inches, 36 inches, okay? So first of all, I have the 36-inch ribbon cut. This is 3-inch wide grosgrain ribbon. You know what I'm saying, trying to say. In the softball neon yellow. I had to order this off of Amazon. This color is hard to find. Come on, people. Come on, stores. Get with it with the softball. So that's the first thing, is cut your foot. And then I have some satin ribbon in navy. I was kind of annoyed because I made a special trip to Joann's, which is not necessarily close to my house, and I was getting the grosgrain 7/8 inch grosgrain ribbon to go in the middle. Get home and it's not navy, it's purple, and I needed navy, so I'm kind of annoyed with that. So I'm just going to work with the satin ribbon, but in the future, I mean, it works fine, but I think the grosgrain is better for this type of project. So what you do with this is measure out 6 inches, because this is going to be the center of your bow. So, and set that aside. Okay? So we have 36 inches for a long streamer bow, plus 6 inches for your center. Okay? Now I think kind of the hardest part of this is the first step. And again, I also defer to Hairbow Supplies Etc. This is how I learned. So you want to crisscross your sides evenly. And for this particular bow, I tried to get it where the top was about 7.5. Okay? 7.5 inches across. So that's about right. Now you're going to want zip ties, and I think it was in Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and I found these these neon yellow ones, and I'm like, okay, those will work good. So, I mean, you can get zip ties anywhere, Walmart, whatever. So, zip tie, have that handy. Now that you have this crisscrossed evenly, then you just take the top and the bottom point and the middle of the top, and just start to squish it together and try to keep the loops even, okay? And I try to tuck the top part in behind the loops. See, this is where it gets a little hairy to keep that even. So there we go. And then take the zip tie. The other tutorial kept the bow on the table which that works. It's just I seem to always pick up the bow and adjust it while I'm tightening the zip tie. Okay, so while you're getting that on, start fluffing it out and getting it like you want it before you cinch down the zip tie completely. And you're actually working with the back of the bow. So I like that pretty good. See, that's going to be your front. Fluff this out just a little bit. And then just tighten it down. Okay. So you have your zip tie tightened. We're just gonna snip that off really close. Okay. And just kind of flip it over and fluff it. I mean, I wish I had done this years ago, because my girls are 13 and 10, and you know, luckily they want to wear bows for sports, but I almost missed the window here. I wasted a lot of money buying bows, but you know, when you have little ones, you don't always have the time when they're little to craft, right? Am I right, ladies? Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to flip it back on the back. And here is where the little piece of ribbon comes in. You're going to just knot it, and I don't pull it tight because you want that kind of that bulk in the center. You want it to look a little bulky right there. Okay, so I don't pull it tight, just tight enough to get my little knot. Okay, then you're gonna take it and you're gonna put it in the center like so. And oh, I jumped ahead of myself, but this is ready. Sorry. Get your, apparently these are called pony-O's. I call them ponytails, but apparently in the Hairbow world they're called pony-O's. So I bought these at like the drugstore. You're going to dab a little glue in the center of the bow on the back side. Make sure it's the back side. And jam your pony-O in the glue and hold it there while it dries for a few seconds. Okay, now that that's dry, let's flip it over. Place our cute little knot right there. And I don't like the way that's laying. There. And get that centered. And then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to start wrapping it. I'm going to put a dab of glue in the center over the pony-O and wrap one side over it and hold it there. And I'm going to trim off some of this excess. Then I'm going to put another bead of hot glue. And then wrap the other part. When I watched that tutorial, I was just like, I can't believe how easy this is. Why have I not been doing this? So I really appreciate their tutorial. So they have a website, Hairbow Supplies Etc.com. I've checked it out. They've got some cool stuff. I don't represent them, but I feel compelled to, you know, give their website a shout out since I'm showing their tutorial. So why don't you go check it out and have some fun stuff. Okay, now we got to do the streamers here. Do your typical dovetail, fold it, and then cut. I always seem to have one that's a little bit longer than the other, despite my trials. But that looks pretty good. Now, and then for the to seal it, you all know to do a lighter and stuff, but for some reason I like stress out about this because I've actually burned the bows, so I like panicked that I'm gonna do it too little or too much. And I realized it's just a quick swipe because just like that. And see, I burned it a little bit. It ticks me off. So that annoys me. Okay, now we're in the Silhouette Studio Designer Edition, and basically what I do is I have, let me start this in another page. Okay, so first of all you need to adjust your width, and as far as this, I have a 9x12 piece of glitter heat transfer vinyl. So I go over here and click this tool, the page tool, and I go over here to the width and height, and I adjust the width to 9 and then 12. So then you see that it's adjusted to 9x12. This font right here is called Bernard MT Condensed. And so I wrote out sparklers, and I'm going to just position it up here by the corner. Now, when you're doing heat transfer vinyl, it's very important to mirror it because it cuts from the back, and then you flip it over and iron it on. So you have to mirror it. I do the right click and then go down to here to flip horizontally, and it flipped it backwards. Now, a cool trick is that you can do highlight the object and click object, then hit replicate, and then go down here to fill page, and it fills the page automatically. I love that feature. That's awesome. And then you can run it through your silhouette. Here you go to the cut menu, and I pick Silhouette Fuzzy Vinyl is what I pick. And I know for this I actually need a higher cut. I need it to go the blade depth at 7. Okay, I have all of these cut out. It's hard to see, but here it is, cut out. So I am going to trim this out of the vinyl so I can iron it on, and then I'm just going to iron it on. Okay, let's go over to the iron. Okay, we have our bow done, and we're just going to jazz up the tail with the team name called the Sparklers, again made out of glitter heat transfer vinyl. I like it there. That's cute. I just have a little scrap piece of, goes like a little bandana or something. Just fold over it, and we're going to apply this for about 45 seconds. It's on the cotton setting. Just give that word time to transfer over. Okay, I have ironed it on, and let's just peel it right off. Boom. I just love that. So fun. So I'm really excited about making these for the team. I think that'll be really cute in their hair. So again, major props to Hairbow Supplies Etc for this awesome tutorial. And I just like to jazz it up. I also did, as you've seen on my Instagram or Facebook page, I've made one for my daughter where I put rhinestone softball in there. So that's a fun alternative as well. So now I've only got 14 more to make. Alright, thanks for watching.